Hello and welcome to my channel, Skeeter Jones Things. I'm Misty, and in this video I'll be showing you some items that I've picked up piece by piece at various yard sales, estate sales, and local thrift stores that I just throw into a bag until I have enough to make a decent length video. But before we get into it, I would like to ask, as always, that if you enjoy the content, you give me a like and a share. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And engage with me in the comment section. I always enjoy connecting with my viewers and subscribers. And if you see anything in this video that you would like to purchase, or even just get more information about, you can email me at skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com. Include the video name, the item name, I'll try to name each item, and a brief description, your PayPal email address if you're interested in buying, and keep these things here in mind as you decide whether or not to purchase. And oh, keep in mind too that all of the prices that I give, if I give prices, that they are not including shipping. So all the prices I give will be plus shipping. Now also, one more item of business is in the past two videos I've promised to tell the story about this ring at the end of the video, and then I forget to tell the story before I stop filming. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This was at the bottom of a shopgoodwill.com 5-pound bag, and I didn't really think there would be much to it. I thought it would really just come up glass, but then it was stamped 925. So I just decided to look a little further, and it did test sterling. I have a video of that in my shorts if you would like to go take a look at that. And I have a video of the gem testing as well, which comes up as yellow sapphire. And it's the size of this. I'm no gemologist, but it's, to my best estimation, about a 2.5, maybe 3 carat size stone. Again, keeping in mind, I am not a professional gemologist. I am only using my layperson's resources as I make this estimation. But it did test sterling silver, and it is stamped 925. And that is an absolutely gorgeous, I believe, yellow sapphire ring. I'm considering sending it off to have it professionally certified and appraised by the GIA, or I think the GIA will only certify it, and then you can take that to a jeweler to have it appraised. I'm thinking about doing all of that, but not quite certain if I want to take that expense yet. So let me know what you would do. I'm really enjoying having it and can't decide if I want to sell it or not. So you'll be seeing it in a few videos just because I enjoy wearing it. The color is really nice, really pretty, and it's just got this fiery radiance to it. I just really enjoy wearing it. So there's the story that I've been promising, that I have finally told. So thanks for sticking with me and not complaining about it. Or at least as of now, I haven't gotten any complaints. So let's get into this little bag of things that I've been collecting for months, I guess. I just will get a piece here and there. If I go to a yard sale or an estate sale, sometimes I only see a couple of things that I'm interested in. I'll just put them into a bag, and then when I get enough to show them to you, then I will show them to you. And that's happening here. I don't really remember what this used to be. Probably a bracelet or something. But I don't know what stone that is. I don't have my gem tester in here with me now. I will be testing metals if I come across any that I'd like to test, but I'll have to test stones separately. I'll just set those aside. There's several of them, and I really normally wouldn't throw crafty things into a bag like this, so I don't know how these little beads ended up there, but I'll set those aside as well. There's a lot of these little, is that some kind of agate? I don't really know what that is, but I'm interested in finding out. Okay, it's almost like a mystery box unboxing, just because it's been so long I don't really remember what all is in here. Some things might be in here that I don't know why they're here. Like if this doesn't have a match, I don't really know why I would have put it in there. I don't really know why I would have bought it if it doesn't have a match, because I'll only buy like nice wearable things when I go to yard sales or estate sales or things like that. These are just some silver tone hoops, little rope twist, 2 inches across, sparkly and in good shape. I don't see any silver tone loss on them. They're really pretty. They're large, but they're not gaudy. Kind of refined looking, larger hoops. So just sparkly twist hoops. Okay, and that one wasn't a single, but I just now saw the mate to it. These are just silver tone. Yeah, it's like a silver tone, kind of flattened hoop. I guess that's a good description for that. They look like silver tone. Yeah, they are. They don't have the weight to be silver. I might test them anyway, just to be sure. Let me see what kind of scratch they make. Well, the scratch is pretty bright. So actually we will set that aside and we'll do our testing at the end. Okay, this cross, if it does not have a match, I picked it up probably because it looked like sterling. And it does have a sterling stamp on the back. Oh, and it does have a match right here. So some sterling crosses. We'll test them just to be sure. 2 inches long. Really pretty. The scroll work around the edges. I really like those. A little heart right here at the top of each one. Those are pretty. We'll test those. These are going to be faux amber. That is not real amber. Yeah. Amber would fluoresce, kind of a, well, different colors I found out, but commonly it'll fluoresce like a milky greenish yellow. But I found out that some, depending on where in the world it comes from, can fluoresce even blue or even other colors. But typically it's going to be that yellowish, greenish color, I believe. But those are pretty. Little faux amber earrings, about 1.5 inches with gold tone on the front. About 1.5 inches across at the widest point and about 1.5 inches long at the lowest point. Faux amber earrings. Those are pretty. I'll give them a little clean if anybody's interested in those. This is the one I'm going to wait until the end for. These are pretty. Do they have any kind of mark on them? I don't even remember picking these up. No mark, but we'll test them for metal for sure. About 1/2 inch, a little less than 1/2 inch. They're glass probably, but I'll test the metal on those. These are vintage. They look very much like 80s. Gold tone. Little yellow, buttery yellow enamel. Drops. Very, very 80s. It reminds me of the Duran Duran videos. If you're a kid from the 80s. about 2 inches long. And we'll just say enamel gold tone drop earrings. Those are really nice and in great shape. I don't know if they actually are vintage or not, but if they are vintage, somebody took very good care of them. There's no loss really on the gold tone. A little textured back, and again the yellow enamel on the front. This probably just got thrown, they did actually. They just got thrown all together into a lot that I was getting at a yard sale. There's no maker on them. They have a all right weight. They don't feel like that really lightweight aluminum, but they're not as heavy as you would think from this sort of chunky look to them, but they're pretty. They are about 8 1/4 to 8 1/2. This gold tone bangle set is what we'll call this one. A lucite bracelet with these AB crystals in the middle and then just white crystals on each side. Missing one there. That looks like the only missing one. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just put that as available instead of in the craft lot. Well, hold on, it's missing another one right there. So actually I will, since it's missing 2 stones, I will go ahead and put that into craft. This is, there, I had to get it turned around. Let's see, where's your match? There it is. Just silver tone dangly beads off of this little silver tone bar. A couple of inches long, it looks like. Yeah. With shades of brown and orange and pink with silver tone. Those are pretty. So silver tone beaded drop earrings. That's what those will be. Okay. There it is. I'll keep dropping these. Okay, these don't have backs on them. I don't see any kind of mark or stamp, but it never hurts to check. Those are really pretty, about 1 inch, yeah. Gold or gold tone hoops. Those need a cleaning, so they could have a mark right there underneath the dirt. So yeah, we'll check those. These remind me of Napier, or maybe Monet even. Yep, they have a mark. Let's see what the mark says. Monet. Yeah, these are Monet. They do need a cleaning, which they will get before I send them to you if you decide you'd like these. Just nice little dainty, delicate cream colored enamel gold tone knots. Little studs. And those will just be Monet enamel knot earrings. Lots of these little stone beads. Still rolling around. Okay. Well, cloisonne. I remember getting these. The enamel is chipped right there, though. So these will go to craft, but what I would probably do myself, I don't know what I would do with this one that's chipped. I would probably just put a jump ring on this one and make that into a pendant, which I may do if nobody buys the craft lot. So really pretty cloisonne earrings, about 1.25 inches, and they are going to craft. Oh, those are pretty. These remind me of Monet. They are not marked, and that is just gold tone with these pretty purple stones. I don't know if you can tell the color. Just a dark purple. And those are really pretty with the lever backs. No dirt or wear to speak of on these. They look like they could be new. Or if not, if they were pre-owned, definitely either never worn or not worn much. No signs of wear at all on those. So gold tone, purple stone earrings. Glass memory wire bracelet with these pretty beads. And the silver spacers in between. That's fun. That was a really fun piece. So, glass bead memory wire bracelet. I've had people before ask about just buying an entire lot, which I can definitely work out a price if that's something that you're ever interested in. I am definitely, I'm of the opinion of you don't know if you don't ask, so always ask. Hey, these are pretty little blue rhinestone earrings. I don't see a mark, but they have that look of sterling. They're missing a little bead right there. I wouldn't have bought that if it was missing a bead when I saw it, so maybe that bead is here somewhere. Or it may just go to craft. And again, I don't know what I would do with this one, but if they go to craft, this one I would add a jump ring and make a necklace. But regardless, I'm going to test that for silver. These little shield, I think these were marked 925. That's why I got them, I think. Yes, they are marked 925 right there. But they have this ring on the back as if there used to be another piece. I don't know what it would have been, like maybe a bead or something hanging off the back right there. But we're still going to check those. These are pearl, genuine pearl probably. Yes, these are pearls, real pearls. Is there a mark on the hook? It probably is sterling since those are genuine pearls. But I don't see a mark, so I'll test those. These are sterling. Oh, and it's got a mark that's longer than a 3-digit number. Where's my loop? There it is. I was hiding under my mandrel. Let's see what that mark says. 925 SU. Now I know what the SU means, but I cannot recall it off the top of my head. SU. I'll test that since we're going to have the testing material out anyway. And I will try to rack my brain and remember what SU means. Okay, and these guys are pretty. Lattice work, gold tone, no branding, and the gold tone looks like it's in good shape. They're just hollow, and it just looks like lattice work. Yep. And about an inch across. Really pretty. So gold tone lattice earrings. Lattice hoops. I'm going to test this. It's what's on the inside that counts, and it's on the inside of the bracelet. And I think I picked this up just because I wanted to test it. I think that's the only reason I bought this. It's misshapen, but I can fix that if anyone's interested in it. And we'll definitely test that in just a moment. These need some cleaning. This little gold tone. Very 80s. They curl around like that. That's how they look from the front. So gold tone curled earrings. Oh, those are about an inch. I didn't give you a measurement on those. They're about an inch long. Maybe just under an inch. And these are like twisted cable is what they look like. Oh, it's missing a little end cap right there. So these will go to craft. I probably didn't notice that missing thing. These are going to be sterling, certainly. I do not see a mark, but we will test them. Let's see. Let me get all these things paired together. There we go. Okay, still missing some pieces. Oh, there we go. Okay, that should make the rest of it easier. Okay, this reminds me of those other, these right here. Very similar. Except these are black with white rhinestones around. Lever back. No name. About a ½ inch, maybe just under a ½ inch across. So black, black and white gold tone leverbacks is what we will call these. Those are really pretty. The color looks good, and the stones are not scratched up, and they are all there. Oh. Okay, no mark on, oh, wait, there is a mark. It says, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can I get this to show? I'm just going to zoom in. These are, if I can get through this without destroying everything. Do you see that? 14K CZ. And there's a mark next to the CZ that I don't recognize. Ah, focus. There you go. So nice, nice. Some 14K CZ earrings. We'll definitely test that just to show you how a gold test goes. Everybody is really familiar with the sterling tests, but you don't really get to see gold tests that often on these videos, so I like to show that when I'm able to. Okay, these are silver tone, or excuse me, gold tone, but you can see silver tone there on the inside. And now that we're zoomed in close, you can see right here along the edge a little bit of the silver tone, or a little bit of the base metal poking through. Nobody gets credit for these, but they're pretty. So gold tone cross earrings is what we'll call those. I want to test these stones, but I don't have my presidium up here. That looks like jade. That looks a whole lot like jade. Let me zoom back out. There. Let's see if these have any marking on the backs or on the post. Okay, none on that one, but sometimes only one earring will have a marking on it. That one doesn't have a mark either, but I did come across another back. Let's see. Yep, that must be the one. Okay, we'll test those later on when I'm testing these little beads over here. Test that. Well, I'll test them today for gold. I don't think they are, but we'll check and see. And then I'll test to see what those stones are. I don't know where this came from. These rings look like they're silver though. I'll test that. I will test these to see what these stones are in a later video again, but we'll test the metal here in just a minute. Those are really pretty. Yeah, I don't see any other identifying information on these. Some little filigree crosses that we will test for metal. Precious metal, that is. These look like spoon earrings. Spoon jewelry. People will take like vintage jewelry or silverware, and they'll cut it off and make rings and bracelets and just about anything out of them. That's what this looks like. So these are probably going to be stainless steel, but no harm in checking. These are not silver. I think I just picked them up because they looked interesting. Little dangly coin earrings. Have that kind of Bali look to them. But there's some silver tone loss. So I think I will actually just put those in the craft. Usually don't have much craft when I have a haul like this because, like I said, it's just more things that I've picked up one piece at a time here and there at just local thrift stores, yard sales, estate sales, things like that. So, and I'm not going to pick up things that are already crafty or, you know, that have damage or anything. So these come out like that on the ends. And then the part that goes through your ear is just straight, but then it snaps down like that. And just these little beads, I think they are, yeah, they're glass. But looks like one of them is missing a bead. I'll go ahead and make these available. I didn't realize there was a bead missing there. Someone may just want to take off the bead on this one, so they'll both just have two. But we will call these just silver tone bead dangle earrings. They are from the top of the post to the bottom of the longest bead about 1 inch, and then about a 1/2 inch across. Those are really pretty. Okay, this I'll still wait for. We're about to test the metal. So first, we're going to do a lot of tests at the same time. Okay, first are those earrings. Next are the little crosses. We'll call these spoon earrings. Let's put it more in the frame here. And then the crosses. The 925 CZ SU. I don't want to damage those by bending them or anything. It's going to be a vermeil, since they're obviously gold. So if they're silver, there might be some gold plating on the outside of those. Let's see, and then the posts on these, hopefully jade earrings. Only a slightly, just a very minor amount of metal is removed when these tests are done, when these scratches are made. I know it may look like or sound like a lot of the metal's being worn away, but that's not the case. Let's take the back off, make that easier to hold on to. Okay, then these little purple ones will be there. Let's see, these hoops here. Some of these are like very, like you can pretty much tell, you know what your results are going to be. Like these blue ones here. And then one more, we'll do these pearls. We'll do the hooks on these pearls. And I'll pull out one more. These little drops right here. Okay. There. Okay, so away we go. Okay, we have some winners. And some inconclusives. The definite sterling ones are these hoops. No surprise there. And these said something on them, didn't they? Oh yes, right there. Were these the ones that said? Yeah, 925 SU. So sterling hoops, inch across. So we'll just call these 1 inch sterling hoops. And then these guys Actually, I may see if I can find the little missing bead there before I call this craft. So these will just be, let's see, I need to check those stones. So I'm not going to put this in the bag yet. I'm going to set it aside to test the stones. But just blue sterling earrings. Blue stone sterling earrings. Those are probably rhinestones, but we'll find out. And the pearls, no surprise there. These genuine pearls are this test here, which is blue. Beautiful. So, and these are Baroque pearls, the more kind of free-formed ones. So, Baroque pearl sterling earrings. Okay, these I was pretty certain would be sterling, but here's the test for them, and it is not the slightest bit blue. So, I'll just put these in a craft, because that's just a bunch of silver tone loss that I thought was sterling patina. So those will just go to craft. Okay, these, the 925CZ, wasn't showing up blue at first, but it is now. Sometimes it does take a minute. It's this one right here. So 925CZs. Those are really nice. These little crosses, I was just testing since we were having the material out, the acids out, but there's no silver showing up there. So filigree cross, what we'll call that. And then the spoon earrings, which I wouldn't think would be silver. No, they're likely a tiny bit of blue in there, but not enough to call it sterling. These are probably just stainless. So spoon earrings is what we'll call those guys. They are 1 inch long. Then these here, still am going to check these stones, but it looks like the scratch doesn't really tell us much. But then again, it was really hard to get a scratch on these. You know what? I'm going to check these for gold. I think I am going to check these for gold. So you need kind of a longer scratch to do that. And I may check these, what I think is jade. There's a little tiny bit of blue. I don't know if you can see it right there. But I may check those for gold as well. So let me get all of this off. All the 18K acid. So the 18K acid kind of ate up this, but it has the look to me that it just needs to be checked for gold. So that means it's definitely not 18 karat gold. So let's see if it could possibly be 10K. And how that works is it doesn't turn a different color like a silver test would. It just either eats away the scratch or it doesn't. If it eats it away, then we know it is not 10 karat gold. And if the scratch remains, which it does in this case, then we go up one, which will be 14K. And if it eats up the 14K, then we know it is between 10 and 14, which would make it either 10K or 12K. We already know that it's not 18K because the 18K ate through it when we were testing it for silver. Okay, so these are gold. Okay, it is not 14K because that ate right through it right here. The 10K scratch still remains. or the 10K test still remains. So I am very excited to find out what these stones might be, because these are anywhere from 10 to 12 karat gold settings. Nice. I should have brought my gem tester up here. Oh, and we're about to check these, what I think are jade. We're about to check those also for sterling. I mean, for gold. Need a long enough scratch so that the different acids don't run into each other. And again, we start with the 10 karat test first. And you don't call it right away. You have to wait just a few seconds. But it is not doing anything. Okay. So let's go up one to the 14K. It is still sitting there with 14K. Could we be looking at 18 karat gold on those possibly jade studs? Okay, the 18K ate it right away. So we are looking at 14 karat gold, which gives me more confidence that these probably are jade, or possibly, no, they would be jade. I was about to say possibly emerald, but even like a unfaceted, or even a, what am I saying? A more natural or small emerald still wouldn't be round like this, because it would cut along those fracture lines and be faceted. So let me check these backs to see if the backs, knowing that these backs quite possibly are not even the backs that came originally with the earrings. And we'll need to check them both. There we go. Okay, the 10. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. We'll go ahead and put some 14 down while we're waiting. Okay, the 14 eats that right up, but the 10 is still sitting there. So, okay, so 14 karat posts, 10 karat backs is what that looks like. And then I will test those stones in another video. So that's nice. Very nice. Okay. And then I will neutralize my stone, since I've had acid all over it. And we want to make sure we protect the integrity of the next test that we're going to do. So we neutralize any remnants of acid that could be left. So pretty excited about some of these findings. Okay, this is silvery but leaving kind of a gold colored scratch. So I don't think that's going to be anything. And these were stamped 925. Right in the center of the back, right there. Then we've got these crosses here. These kind of, I don't know, flattened hoops. And it's what's inside that counts. This is a lot of sterling, if that is sterling. That's a really bright scratch. This is heavy. Okay, these hoops here. I will be testing for gold just based on this scratch. Yep, I'll be testing those for gold. And there was one other, the rings on this. This will be probably crafty. No, this is going to be crafty anyway because it won't even scratch. Okay, is that everything? It is. So I am going to save the gold test for last. Let's check these things along the back here for sterling. Okay, these earrings are just silver tone. So I'll show those to you in a minute. No surprise here. These little shields are sterling. They have a little thing on the back where something else probably used to be hanging there. I may find something I can put on there, or may sell them as is. Just let me know if you're interested in those. These crosses, again, no surprise. Sterling, large crosses. They are turning blue. There's no change at all to this. It's not dissolving it, and it is not changing color. So these are just going to be silver tone flattened hoops. This I was kind of hoping was going to be sterling because it's so heavy, but it is not. It kind of just dissolved that away. And since it's so misshapen, I'll make it available because of the little sentiment, something like that. Somebody might want that without buying a whole craft bag. So it's what's on the inside that counts. I'll make that available for a little while, and then it'll eventually go to craft if nobody wants it. So we have sterling here and here. Large sterling cross earrings. And sterling shield earrings. Again, that something used to be on the back. I may try to find something to put on there, or you can buy them as is, but sterling shield earrings. And then these are just silver tone purple studs. Okay, now this, we're going to pull back out our 10 carat for these little gold hoops. Maybe gold tone, we're about to find out. Okay, the 10 carat is not doing anything. Let's wipe those off. No, so let's bump up to 14 and see what happens. Wow, okay, 14 is not doing anything either. Okay. Well, 18. I don't have any 24K solution. Yeah, 18 dissolves it. It's taking just a few seconds, but it is dissolving that. So 14 karat gold hoops, it would appear. Although I am surprised that they would be 14 karat, but not marked as such. I'm going to have to check very closely at these hoops. I mean, at the posts, or it could be under this area here where it needs to be cleaned. That very possibly could be where it is stamped, because that is still sitting there. They just now ran together, but where the 14 karat's been sitting has still not changed. So 14 karat gold hoops. Nice, very nice. Okay, that's all of the metal testing for this one. So let me show you what we've all been waiting for. Look at this. It is very refined, very elegant looking. As well it should be. I got this at a church yard sale. Where is that mark? Here is that mark. Well, first look at the condition. I could use a little bit of a cleaning, but it is in very good condition. No gold tone loss. You could use a little polishing. And it's got a little bit of weight to it. But let me make sure when I show it to you it's right side up. Okay, I'm going to zoom way in, so get ready. Christian Dior, Germany, 1973. And there that is. How gorgeous is that? It is from one end of the like from the opening for the clasp all the way to the end of the clasp is 7.5 inches when you measure it flat. When it is clasped, and it is not adjustable, the clasp is in very good condition, very tight and snug, and it's this type. It is about a 7. Ta-da! How about that? A 1973 Germany Christian Dior bracelet. I was very excited to find that. So that is everything from this haul. Well, it's not one haul. It's a combined haul. Again, if you like the content, please like and share. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you're interested in purchasing anything from this video, please contact me at skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com. Include the video name, the item name, not number, but the item name, and a brief description, your PayPal email address, and of course, please keep these things here in mind as you decide whether or not to make a purchase. And do remember that any pricing information I may give does not include shipping. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.